stretch on the ladder barrel. You're going to face the ladder, barrel behind you, and you're just going to bring one foot up onto the barrel behind. Now this, the barrel and the ladder are fairly close together right now. I've set it up to 7. If somebody's hamstrings cramp getting into this position, then you definitely have to move them further away, okay? The nice thing about having them closer is you have a little bit better leverage. So you can press away from the ladder with your arms and at the same time press the foot against the barrel, which pushes your body forward. So you have that push and pull in both directions. And by doing that, you can make the stretch in the thigh a little bit more intense. If this is a little too much, again, first move the barrel out, increase the distance here, but also stand on your moon box. Okay? This also moves the foot a little bit higher up. So if somebody has a very tight ankle, if the plantar flexion is not very good, let me compare that without the box. Here, the foot is fairly far down, depending on the height of the person, obviously, but I get a good stretch also here in front of the ankle. If I stand on the box, then the foot is up higher. I'm actually resting more my shin towards the front. I'm maybe pressing with my shin instead of my foot. Hence, the ankle has a little bit of an easier time here. Also, if you do use the box, push the box all the way forward against the ladder, so that you have as much distance as possible between the barrel and the ladder. That same thing obviously counts when you don't use the box. Just stand fairly close to the ladder. Let me just show the other leg. There's different techniques that you can try. You can either sit back, lean back. I feel a pretty good stretch doing that, so I know that my posture is not perfect. I'm leaning, but I really have a good stretch. But most importantly, if the thighs are tight, then it'll pull you into that anterior tilt, and you might feel a compression in the lower back. So the work will be to lift the pubic bone to the navel as if you're zipping up a pair of jeans. So using the stomach, tilting the tailbone down, and then you have a much, much better stretch. So even though the leaning back, the lazy way to stretch could give you a pretty good stretch as well, I always think it's helpful and beneficial long-term and generally to take Pilates into people's lives and posture is to teach them how to get a good stretch even in this position, because at home they might want to repeat it at home or in other forms of exercise. And then they know the technique of using the stomach, tilting the tailbone down to take the pressure away from the lower back and bring it into the thigh where it should be.